would require a dry vacuum to get, correct? But then rain and mud, and that's going to require mopping. Well, what if we had our today's special value at our house? Tineco. Look at how we can get wet and dry all in one. And look at how clean and sparkly, shiny those floors are afterwards. The pride of a clean home. I love it. Now, what you're going to notice too, those floors are not soaking wet. You don't have to put a gate up and say to the kids and the grandkids and the spouses, don't go into the kitchen for another day, another hour, because it's virtually dry. Now, I can't wait to show you what you get with our QVC offer, because we're going to give you more of what you want for less in our only order of the year when it comes to Tineco. But any hard floor, so whether it's bathrooms with the hair and the wet spills, kitchens, back doors and front doors, a fall season, a messy winter, or even a beautiful spring and summer, dirt happens all the time. And if you were vacuuming and then mopping, and let's be honest, when we're mopping, we're just swishing all the dirty water around the house, this is gonna be a game changer for you. Light, fast, easy, and please don't tell me you're getting on your hands and knees, because we don't have to do that anymore, even cordless. What you will do is tell us what color you want in your Tineco. These are exclusive colors. You're gonna look at the black right here. And this one we're gonna call silver, and it's got touches of more like a gray, nothing metallic, gray and white. Now come over to this table, because this is not the configuration that you would get out in retail. We're gonna give you $400 worth of product and charge you $250 for it, because we're gonna give you more. So first of all, you're gonna use a solution, because we really aren't just putting water on the floors, we're cleaning them. And at retail, you get 1 bottle, at QVC, you get 2. By the way, I know these bottles look tiny, but you use a cap. So this is actually 72 uses right here. Then you're gonna get the filter, and we'll teach you how to clean those. And then you're going to get the docking stand. So that's what we already have our models that you're gonna see on the floor resting on. This is where it charges to. It even talks to you and tells you when it's charging, by the way. And then this is your roller. It is self-cleaning, so you never have to take this out and clean it. It's gonna do all of that for you. But let me show you what this should be costing you. Because if you were to go out to retail and add the extra pieces in, we would see a total price of $400. In fact, just the Tineco itself would have been $380. So come to QVC, let us provide you with more items, and instead of charging $400, we will do $250. That saves you $150. It's not too early to think about holidays. Maybe your kids are now grown kids with homes of their own, newlyweds. Wonderful gift. It is the only order of the year. And I was watching Courtney and our guest, who I'm going to introduce you to in a minute, take call after call in an early hour this evening. So if you are watching It's Fall, y'all, and you are thinking apple spice and pumpkin spice, but also crumpled leaves and fall baking, where you have spilled the raw egg and the vanilla, which is wet, but also the brown sugar and the white sugar, well, we're gonna show you how to pick it all up, and we want your call. I'm gonna move over to Christopher Joyce, free shipping, a great payment plan, and I'm gonna let you meet Mr. Clean himself. Christopher's here a lot.
Thank you.
You were scrub daddying with acorns the first fall, y'all.
Exactly, and it's important to me that I bring products to the QVC customer that make your life easier, and in particularly just make the cleaning easier, because we all have to clean, but if we can do it with a better option, you're more likely to do it. Now, you saw what I picked up at the beginning.
Your floors look beautiful, by the way, spotless.
Why, thank you. I put the milk down initially, and then I'm gonna put the cereal. How would you even get to this? You'd have to use a lot of paper towels, right? Now what I'm gonna do, you saw it being picked up by the unit. Now you're gonna see the iLoop smart sensor technology. It's in action right now. See that blue ring? That is telling me that the floor is clean. Now watch this. As soon as I put it over the milk and over the cereal, it's telling me it's dirty. It is sensing, it's detecting the dirt, and then it's ramping up the brush roll, putting down more solution, and then also creating more suction to make sure that you're getting it perfectly clean. Now that it's back to blue, it has told me that the floor is clean, my job is done, I didn't have to think about it. Tineco made all the difference. The floor is virtually dry. As you talked about, my mom used to cordon off the kitchen for 30 to 60 minutes.
We had to go outside and play for an hour.
Exactly. Never again, because it's virtually dry.
That's just one demonstration. This is the lowest price we found. It's an exclusive configuration at QVC. If you are figuring out, what do I use? Do I waste a whole roll of paper towels? do I get on my hands and knees and then have to get back up? We don't, Christopher.
Exactly. Now, I purposely chose a white tile and all these nasty, nasty messes that you wouldn't even know how to pick up until you had the Tineco. Look at that. That was chicken noodle soup with the chicken. It's picking up the noodles. It's picking up the broth. And on that white tile, which I picked purposely, you can see that it's absolute perfection all the way down to the tomato juice. Look at the precision.
Look at that.
It is absolutely perfect. You're not seeing it splatter. And that's because it's intelligent, intuitive, and the geniuses at Tineco have created something I had never seen before that works flawlessly every single time, the first time you use it, all the way until the last time you're going to use it.
It's not kind of clean. Christopher,
Oh, no,
this is extremely clean.
It's pristine clean, as I like to call it.
Agreed.
And then we're down to the chocolate milk. Look at this. I'm going to pull back. Perfect. Take care of it. And now everything that was on that white tile is gone. But that's only the beginning of the story. We have a clean floor, but then you realize, what if this is a pain to clean?
It's
not. Ta-da! It is self-cleaning. So let's go back and do that.
All right, let's go and see this. Remember, we're very close to midnight when you watch It's Fall, y'all. East Coast time, we're almost at 11.
Yeah.
This is the day and the only day to get this as a Today Special
And
value.
let me tell you, when you see the muddy footprints and the salt that's dried on the hardwood, it's fall, you all. This is the time where you're going to need something like this to clean. Here's how you self-clean.
Wait, can I just correct you?
Yeah.
Don't say you all.
What'd I say?
Even if you're not from
It's
the
fall,
South,
y'all.
because I'm not. You just say y'all.
Y'all. It's fall, y'all.
It's fall, y'all.
Got it.
I think you said it's fall, you all.
Okay. The good Northeastern boy that I am. So get this.
Okay.
Once I put it on the charging base, it's telling me that it's charging the battery. But not only that, it's telling me it needs to be cleaned. To clean it, there's a little raindrop on top of here. You press that raindrop when it's back on the charging base, and that's all you have to do. That's literally everything you need to do. Now watch this.
It just said self-cleaning has already started.
It's detecting that the brush roll needs to be clean. It's putting on fresh water, fresh solution, and then it's extracting the dirt from the brush roll. It's also checking if the innards, the tube needs to be clean. When that needs to be clean, watch this. You're gonna see it, blow through it, and your job is done. You empty the tank, put it in the toilet, empty the dirty water tank. This water can stay in there. You don't need to take that out. Put it away. It's good to go the next time.
This genius concept that really is doing what it's doing and then making the cleanup so easy.
Yes.
This alone would be $380. We're going to give you more because I'm going to give you a little extra bottle of solution. We're going to give you extra rollers. We'll walk you through that offer again, but you're going to pay less for it.
Yeah.
You just have to order it today. So think, what are you doing now? Is it down on hands and knees and then back pain? Is it not cleaning because it's too much work and too physical for you? Watch Christopher dry vacuum and wet mop the floors all at
the
once.
same time.
And it's not like, it's kind of vacuuming, kind of cleaning. No,
You saw it really worked. Do you want to help me?
Of course I do.
I just want to show our customer how easy it is to use.
Okay.
Just put your foot on that, pull it back, hit the button for about 1 second.
Okay, and your little start button's right here. You notice that little circle with the line.
Yep.
And hold it for a second.
There you go.
Oh, it's going without me.
And it's self-propelled. It's cordless. It's rechargeable. It weighs less than 10 pounds. It's intelligent. It's intuitive. The voice assistant is telling you everything you need to know to do it correctly, which means you don't have to do anything. The Tineco unit is doing everything for you. Look at it bring back that hardwood back to brand new. If you have dark hardwood in your house, every day you look at the dust, you're like, oh, that looks a mess. Now you finally have a way to get rid of that.
These floors are beautiful. Want me to turn it off?
No.
By the way, it's not hard to push at all.
It's self-propelled.
I mean, if that's something that you can't physically handle anymore, it's so easy to push.
Now it's fall, y'all. That means you're doing some baking, right?
Yes.
So
how about a pumpkin loaf? Does that sound good?
There you go.
Okay.
You spill an egg. You spill
so just go over it?
Oh, wait.
This is crazy to me.
Here we go. Let's put some baking powder down. We want to see the wet and the dry.
This is how I do bake, by the way. I get some in the bowl and a lot on the floor. All right, I'm just going to go over this egg, and I'm just, oh my gosh.
But look, it's taking care of the baking powder as well. And you see it turning red, right?
Yes.
It ramped up.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm red right now because I went over the dirt.
Because it was so dirty with that egg. But yet it's pristine clean. It's done the job for you. You didn't have to work. The Tineco did everything for you intelligently, intuitively. Your job is done. Talk about satisfaction, right?
Well, 500 orders placed in this show. Let me just kind of walk over here and not knock over the egg. Brian, share that number with me again if you don't mind. 3,000 orders placed today. We're the only store with this configuration. You go anywhere else, you're paying $380 just for the Tineco itself and a smaller accessory bundle.
That's right.
We're gonna give you so much more and save $150. It's the only order we can do for the year, so I really do want you to think it's fall, y'all, but how about a holiday present for someone as well? I have some updates with these 2 exclusive color options. So this one right here is our black choice. All black, head to toe, as I would say in fashion. Yes. And then this one is your silver. Now, it really has a friendly home decor feel because it's more gray.
It's refreshed,
Yes. Has a little hint of white to it. It's been a huge hit on the day.
Really?
In fact,
I'm not surprised.
We started today with 6,500.
Okay.
There's fewer than 2,200 to
So
go
they
around.
really like that,
Dave and you are gonna do some fall cleaning later on.
Absolutely.
I suggest we order this one now, though, if we want the silver. Now, at retail, you're only going to get 1 bottle of solution.
Right.
QVC gives you 2. These are your filters right
3
here, and we give you 3 at QVC. At retail, you get 2. This is your docking and your charging stand.
And your cleaning station.
And your cleaning station, thank you. You'll plug that in, obviously. And then here are your rollers. Now, if you ever need more solution, QVC.com will have it for you. And what I love is that a little top full, that's all you do, the cap full, is a portion for each cleaning. So this is 72 cleanings right here.
Yeah, you fill the rest of the tank with clean water. Now, it's fall, y'all, and it's going to be winter, y'all. So take a look at this. Am I doing that right now?
You are.
All right. So this beautiful hardwood, I put salt mixture on. I let it dry.
Oh, that salt is the worst.
So the problem with this on a hardwood floor, if you leave the salt mixture on and then you walk across it, whatever the salt is, the rock salt, you name it, you've ruined your hardwood floors because you're abrading the floors. You're crushing it into the finish. Now with the Tineco, you are truly removing the salt, unlike when you mop, in which you would simply be just moving the salt around, you'd still be stepping on it. Here is a muddy mixture.
Really, a muddy mixture. Christopher and the team just put this out, and they really made mud. I couldn't believe it.
Look at that. Look at the difference. Now you're finally seeing the true color of the floor. And that's what Tineco is going to do for you. If you used a mop in this case, guess what you would be doing? Simply moving the mud around on the floor. And it happens the first time. That first pass is taking care of all that mud mixture, no problem at all. And what you're seeing is not a puddle on the floor. It is cleaning and then leaving the floor virtually dry, so your job is done in one go.
Now look, everybody has a favorite season, and I love them all. I'm very happy that I live in a world where, you know, or an area where I get to experience all 4 seasons. But I do find that fall is the muddiest. Because in the summer, that summer sun dries up the ground, so you're bringing less mud in the house. And winter, it's so cold, it's freezing up the ground, so you have less mud. Get ready, my muddy shoes. We can blame it on the grandkids, blame it on the spouses, but sometimes it's mom who brings in the mud.
No doubt.
For the mud alone.
For the mud alone. And playtime for the kids. Crayon. This is kids' paint that's been drying on there for about an hour. The scuff marks, and then we got the adults involved in the fun as well. Uncle Harry spilling on the floor.
This sounds like a real holiday party. The kids are entertained, the adults are entertained.
So watch this. Even something as difficult as scuff marks, you may have to go over it that second time, but look at that. It is perfectly clean. That dried on paint, again, look at how it's taking that off, no problem. Then the wine, which has a habit of staining, again, no problem at all. The greasy, waxy crayon, also taking that off, even if it's been there for over an hour. It couldn't be any faster, simpler. It is really doing all the work for you.
And you're not pushing a button and letting the solution come out. The Tineco, again, is recognizing how much dirt is on your floor and how much solution it needs to put out. It is truly genius. Now, for those who are just tuning in, we're going to lose this price at midnight. It saves you $150. We're the only store with it. I just want to explain that demonstration because you didn't have anything dry there. So this will not be your carpet. You know, we're not doing wall-to-wall and, you know, shag carpet with this. It's hard floors only. You can just do wet if you want and pick up the wet spills, but if dry was in there, if the milk and the dry cereal lands on the floor, that's why we love the Tineco. It will tackle all of that, and we'll show that to you up and coming. I just didn't want anyone tuning in right now to say, is it just a wet mop? It is so much more than that.
It really is so much more than that. Let's go back to the kitchen area and take a look at this. So This is
Wait,
the
I'm
pet
crunching
area.
on stuff
okay?
on my way here. Sorry.
Everyone talks about how difficult it is to clean up after pets.
Okay,
so
the litter
there's the kibble
boxes,
and
the
bits,
food bowls.
the litter boxes. You got it.
Okay, this is the perfect example. So what Christopher is doing is acting like a dog right
I'm like
now.
a dog, putting the
And
water
he's putting
all
the
over the
water
kibbles and bits.
with all of it.
Exactly.
So normally it's let me figure out how to get the wet up and then come back
Right.
to the dry. Notice I'm on my hands and knees.